What's up, guys? I have a very interesting video or live stream today, and I decided to have Ruben join me just to see how bad this is going to be, or this is going to be. Because I already watched the video, but this is going to be more a reaction for him. And after this, we're going to discuss some things and maybe discuss things along the way as the video plays out. But how are you doing today, Ruben?
Tired. Hold on a minute. Help! I'm being forced to be doing. I forgot.
All right, hold on. I'm just gonna do this. There we go. I got the duct tape on him right there. Hopefully he doesn't notice, but yeah. You can remove the duct tape now, Ruben.
Okay, that was kind of funny for the intro, to be honest.
Anyways, all right. Well, some news has just dropped about Transformers Reactivate, and it literally just set me off and made me want to rip my hair off. So I'm not happy about it. The situation just got way worse, and thanks to RoboGamer1HD, he just posted a video about it, and I'm gonna play this. So hold on a minute. I gotta make sure I get rid of an ad because I don't want to sponsor none of these ads. But how have you been today, Ruben?
Well, this week was okay, I guess. I finally found something what I need.
Awesome. All right. And in a funny way, not really, but I'll just say this: viewer discretion is advised, and this video may make you rage, it may make you rip your hair off, and it may make you break a lot of dishes and maybe break some of your figures. So if you don't want that, better back out now. But with that out of the way, I'm going to be presenting a video from the YouTuber RoboGamer1HD. Shout out to you, my man, for posting this information and presenting this. And we are going to be seeing some new gameplay of Transformers Reactivate. Along with that, we're going to hear a lot of bad crap. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to make sure it all works. All right. Okay, looking good. Let me do this. Hold on a minute. All right. Hold on a minute. Let me kind of tinker around here a little bit. Oh, I think I booted it off. Oops. All right. Hold up. Try to get it back here. All right, hang on. Let me remove it. There we go. Okay. All right, Ruben, are you ready to hear the information about Transformers Reactivate canceled game developer story?
Yep.
All right, and real quick before we start, I'm going to put a link in the chat. That way, for those who want to watch it by yourself, you're more than welcome to. But if you would love to watch us, hear him react to it and whatnot. So, but anyways, with that out of the way, we're going to begin now.
Transformers, Autobots, and Decepticons. I know that Transformers Reactivate is canceled, but we are starting to see a lot of developers and other people starting to come to light and share their story regarding Transformers Reactivate's development. And we have a massive truth bomb that just was dropped a day ago, it says, but we just noticed that it is a very lengthy post regarding the events of what happened in Transformers Reactivate. Now, I can kind of confirm this, but at the same time, I truly don't fully know the full gist of absolutely everything just yet. But I have been contacting developers. I do have an exclusive source, and there are others that I'm trying to get a hold of to try and confirm all of this layout and actually get something out to you guys through somebody else to be able to get a documentary to you guys, to be able to get a clear vision as to what's going on. Sorry, what did go on within Splash Damage, what happened to the whole direction with Transformers Reactivate. So we're going to read this article that just showed up on Reddit. And I don't know how long this is going to be up for because it could get taken down. But I think this is truly true because the things that I have heard are almost one for one with what this guy says. This is a burner account for obvious reasons, but since the game is now finally publicly dead, might as well share what really happened here, since there's a lot of misinformation and speculation. The too long didn't read is Splash switched from making a live service free-to-play game to trying to make a premium AAA game we hoped you would all wanted a few years back, which is true. A lot of Transformers fans wanted that, and the developers wanted to give us that. However, like he says, we never settled on a final vision for the game, and so spent years going through in circles, making these cool demos, which is basically vertical slices, barely anything there, that never extended much beyond 1 or 2 missions and 3 Transformers that they made. And I can confirm for you guys that that is Alita 1, RC, and I don't know if they finished Megatron or not. I wish I could confirm with somebody, but they basically made some, they updated Transformers and they made 3 Transformers, I do believe. The others that came from Certain Affinity's build basically got kept in the game. So anything that you've seen from CA, I think was pretty much kept. Continuing on though, Tencent believed in it enough to give us an extra year beyond our original deadline, but eventually it was obvious to them and Splash that we weren't making enough progress, and they finally pulled the plug back in.
Okay, I want to pause it right there for a second. First of all, I speculated this part that there could have been a deadline for when Transformers Reactivate needed to be finished or done, or at least something that needed to be given. And apparently I was right. There was a deadline. So for the people who kind of doubted me, got you, you suckers. Anyways, let's continue.
In summer of 2024. Since then, Splash has been scrambling to find either other funding for Transformers or hopefully another project for the team. So it makes sense. We go back to the toys. They released those toys to try and get funding for Transformers Reactivate so that they could get this game out to us. So they tried to use the toys as a means of being able to get funding for Transformers Reactivate in some way, shape, or form.
And there's that right there. So apparently we got these toys and they didn't sell that well. So therefore, some of the fans probably screwed us over. And I'm saying some, so I'm not going to shift all the blame onto them. But anyways, let's continue.
It's very unfortunate, guys. And I was going to make a 30-minute video ranting about this whole thing. But at the same time, we basically know what happened, especially through the Glassdoor's reviews. All I'm trying to say, guys, is that basically this game should have been handed off to a new studio, I think. And I'm not trying to bash the devs. I'm just saying that I feel like the game should have maybe brought in a new partner or brought in a new dev studio that would take the leadership of the game, and Splash Damage more of they are a support to the head dev team. I think that's what should have happened. I'm not sure if that's logical or not. I'm not a developer, but I think that might have been the best option, or just shifting the whole set of assets off to a new studio, rename it, whatever. I know that would have been a lot more money maybe, but at the same time, I feel like it could have worked. Continuing on here, since then, Splash has been scrambling to either find funding for Transformers or more hopefully another project for the team. Exactly what I just said. That's failed, and so they finally announced the cancellation and layoffs of a huge chunk of the team who worked on it. Man, right off the bat, guys, I'm super sad, and even like going through some of this information that I've been hearing, I am extremely sad just even hearing about any of this. Some specifics. Most of the leaks you've been looking at for years were from Certain Affinity days, and yes, I get it. That was all on my channel. But at the same time, we didn't really have much to go on, and there was no real definitive sources out there, like real Splash Damage devs or ex-Splash Damage devs that were coming to being able to talk with us, because this game was going to be huge, guys. This game was going to be amazing. And unfortunately, people were under such heavy NDAs that Hasbro and Tencent didn't want people getting any information out about this game. Continue on here. Were from Certain Affinity days and didn't represent what Splash had been doing. Everything about the game, including the story, changed so often that apparent from it being a post-apocalyptic, anything else you've seen and heard was long since out of date, which is true. And now you guys know about that. That recent gameplay leak in the first leak, we're talking about the UE5, the very first UE5 footage that came out, is the first leak that I've seen that was from Splash content. But even then, that was years old from the final free-to-play version. not seen any leaks from any of the premium demos, is what he's trying to say. He hasn't seen any of the final 2024 stuff. And I've seen screenshots personally, but I haven't seen full-on gameplay. The team at Splash were always professional, so it didn't surprise me that they never leaked stuff. Why was the development such a failure, he says, in question mark. Splash spent years successfully doing work for hire, and the Tencent buyout was supposed to be their chance to work on their own projects, period. Okay, so let's talk about that. So yes, they were doing a lot of outsourcing for splash damage, and just seeing this alone, it really, really sucked. Because yes, development studios, they do outsource a lot, but at the same time, a lot of that was being thrown onto other studios and then having to be coming back because whether they were understaffed or something else like that, like he said, they were outsourcing a lot, and then Tencent buyout was supposed to be their chance to work on their own projects. Which is interesting because the managers did want to continue to constantly work on their own looter shooter IP, which was Project Astrid. Continuing on here, sadly, switching to owning our own projects was a total mess. Without another company taking the creative reins and holding us to account, we just went around in circles and never happy with anything. Every transformer, every enemy, every level was redesigned over and over again. So things like the certain affinity enemies, as you saw, were redesigned. They were still Legion, but they were redesigned in their own way. And I have seen screenshot or cutouts of the new Legion enemies, but at the same time, they are... It almost looks like they have white armor on them. And you saw that a little bit in that UE5 alpha demo of 5.0 or whatever. But they do look a little bit different, but they're kind of weird. Their own animations they're a little bit weird. Barely anything there in that alpha demo, but I'm sure it was a lot better in 2024. So continuing on, we had so many different leadership people join and leave the project. Each one of them was unhappy with something or everything, causing us to throw away months of work and start again. We just did this over and over and ended up with no game, but a lot of unused assets. So that is so unfortunate that things that they wanted to put into the game never ended up getting used or implemented properly in a complete state. One thing I want to promise, though, believe it or not, the team loved Transformers, and that's true. There was a lot of Transformers fans on the development team for Splash Damage and wanted to make an incredible game the fans would love. They ditched the free-to-play service, which I can confirm. When it became obvious people would love it, no one was blind to all the failures like Avengers. The various versions of the story were all love letters to fans, which is true. Like classic G1 fans, people have played the High Moon Studios games. There's so many things, even in the certain affinity version of the game, that were even still apparent in the Splash Damage version of the game a little bit. You could see it, like switching between your weapons, like, oh, the switching in between the weapons almost looked like War for Cybertron, which is actually pretty cool. And I did like that, but also at the same time, you could still see it in certain affinities version too. So many people working on it were huge Transformers fans, and they really wanted this to be the big AAA game we've dreamed of. And there are other people, though, that have already commented on this, that have worked on this game, and they talk about working with the storyline, and they think it should have been the next big, the biggest Transformers game we have ever seen yet to date. And it would have been a game that would have been for months and years to come. That golden age that I talked to you guys about previously, I think this would have been Transformers Reactivate. And it's so sad this game got canceled the way it has. Sadly, the vision of what a AAA premium experience would be never really solidified, despite experimenting with just about everything. It was a huge open world. Then it was a level-based. Then it was Division-style hybrid. Then it was Wildlands-style open world. We had MMO-style bosses, and this is what I love the most, and this is what I truly called for in some of my videos, and I think it would have been absolutely amazing to see MMO-style bosses. And they talk on saying, and a horde mode at one point, which is basically like escalation. We tried everything, and nothing was ever good enough. Nothing ever stuck. towards the end, maybe we were starting to figure it out, but we were 3 years in with only a single cool demo level for all of it to show at the time and effort. It was a huge shame, but probably the smart business move from Tencent's side of view. All the stuff about this being a Liu scam, I don't know. Maybe all that was true for Liu, but never for Splash and Tencent side. So that's just it, guys. And that's one of the things that is really ugly is when people started talking about Liu Technologies all of a sudden out of the blue when the game got canceled. Guys, that is old news. That is old stuff. That should not matter. That was part of Certain Affinity's side of things, and not specifically the company, but it was Liu that was the problem back then. That was the problem, not Certain Affinity. And so, and yes, it was a Skeleton Crew for Certain Affinity, but like that's a totally different story. This is Splash Damage we're talking about. Totally different story. So when we talk about Liu, that has nothing to do with the current state of the game. It was a new developer, new studio. So when people are talking about the stuff about like, it's been in development for like 8 years. Well, guys, no, it's actually been in development for like what, four years, 3 years, 5 years, or something like that for Splash Damage. I can't remember the years, but like 2022.
Okay, I want to cut him off on this. Actually, the game is, for those who are curious, the game has been in development since 2017. So do the math on that. I'm not going to do the math on that for all you guys. But yeah, this game was literally in development for that long.
To 2024 summer. That was basically how long? So what, 3 years? So, or sorry, from 2020, I should say. So basically 5 years almost. Yeah, it just goes to show, guys, like people are harping on this game and its development studio when you really should be looking at like the higher ups, management, that sort of thing. So continuing on here. From that side, a long, genuine, and very expensive effort was made to make a game. It just wasn't to be. One thing that is universal, though, across business, while most of the team who worked crazy hours over and over again are now looking for work, the leadership figures who sent us around in circles all got to keep their jobs. What does that say to you guys? It just means that a lot of people were bashed or given very toxic work environment and work to the bone. And these guys were just roughhoused around, basically, it seems like, and management did not give them a good time whatsoever. And of course, it was constant in and out of management, right? It sounds to me like the management was the problem, and that's what primarily caused the game to go under, is because of their lack of properly funding the game, their lack of leadership for trying to get a good vision for the game. And maybe it did take that long for them to try and fully figure things out. But I feel like the time in between where they weren't receiving any funding and from summer 2024 to whatever time it was, I feel like they should have been able to find a new company to try and help Splash Damage, or to be able to figure things out, to continue the IP, to make this an amazing game that would bring in new people from outside of the Transformers fandom to enjoying the Transformers fandom, to revitalize the whole Transformers gaming fandom, content, cinematic industry of Transformers gaming, and bring it to a light that stands up against other big name studios and other big games that are out there, and have a name for itself. Transformers would be back on the map again if this game did not get canceled. And I bet you a lot of Splash Damage developers feel the exact same way. They got this game ripped away from them, and they feel so saddened by not only losing their jobs, and I feel my heart goes out to these guys, because that kind of situation sucks. And it's not cool the way they got let go or laid off the way they did. And just seeing this game go under, I am beyond frustrated with Tencent and the management from Splash Damage. The developers don't deserve this. They worked passionately on this game, and they do not deserve it. Whenever I talk to a dev, they constantly say, absolutely loved the people in the company. They loved the employees that they worked with, but it was upper management that decided to screw them over. And that's what I don't understand is if you wanted to make this a profitable game, why did you end up circling around the way like this article says? Anyway, long story short, guys, is yes, Transformers Reactivate is canceled. It sucks. And I'm very frustrated. But to hear this, and no doubt when the documentary does get made, whenever that does come out from somebody that I know, I think it's going to be an absolutely amazing, well, not an amazing storyline, but at least paints a clearer picture for you guys. This is just maybe part of the story from one perspective, and there are certainly a lot more. Things are starting to come out from different Certain Affinity and even Splash Damage whenever their NDA does come up for artworks and various things. So that's starting to lift, and you're starting to see it posted online, and it's out there. So long story short, guys, is people are starting to show stuff from the game, knowing now that it is canceled. But until then, guys, hopefully maybe one day there will be that demo from 2024 that gets leaked somewhere or given to somebody or comes out of the woodworks. I really do hope it does, because I think it'd be nice to be able to experience a Transformers game, the vision that Splash Damage truly had for this game, and see what it was truly like. I don't think that the UE5 footage that got released even compares or appalls whatsoever to the full vision of what Splash Damage truly had in 2024. I know some stuff. It was going to be absolutely epic. But unfortunately, I've been asked to not share that information just yet. Until then, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope to share more light on this in the near future. But until then, guys, it's frustrating. But this is actually very informative. So whoever the developer was that did share this with us, thank you so much. If there are other developers that are willing to talk with me privately, we will keep you 100% anonymous, even especially for the documentary. But if you want to share anything with us, please let us know. We are trying to do some investigative stuff on learning the true story about the development cycle and what happened with Transformers Reactivate. Until then, guys, thank you so much for.
Oh boy, what a conversation we gonna be having tonight. Am I right or am I wrong? You know what?
Oh boy.
Well, I'm pissed. I want to rip my hair off, and I cannot believe that they did not inform us about this. I kind of knew something was going on when they released just these figures. Man, they should have went a HasLab route and at least asked for crowdfunding, because I guarantee you there is a lot of Transformers fans out there that would have definitely crowdfunded this whole game or helped them with the funds that they needed. What are your thoughts on this? Because
I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, I know, right? Hang on a minute. I just can't believe this right now. Like, this is just, yeah, I don't know anymore. This literally just pissed me the heck off. Even hearing it for the first time literally set me off. And the fact that they got treated unfairly and all that stuff. And not only that, they kept getting new leaders. I'm going to call them they kept getting new directors of the game, and they kept getting unpleased and ungrateful. And how do you think they lost all their goddamn money? And by the way, this ain't kid friendly, so get out of here if you're a darn kid. You don't need to be in here. Anyways, whoever these fucking directors are, literally telling them that the game looks crappy, like start all over from scratch. That's where their money went down the drain, because you have all this freaking money going into either the nice CG artwork or whatever, or not CG artwork, but you get where I'm going with this, for the gameplay, only for them to dump it in the goddamn trash, and boom, there goes the fucking money. I don't understand anymore. Like, I don't know what the heck is wrong with these people. Like, that's how they lost their money in the first place. And I know I'm not wrong on this. I know I'm 100% right because it takes a lot of money to create assets and character models and to redo a whole map. And the fact that they originally wanted the game to be a free-to-play game, but then they wanted to change it to a non-free to get or a non-free-to-play game to you happen to buy the game. Is there anything you would like to say or mention? Because I don't want to. And ignore my the little kikis in the background. They just fighting.
That's your response right there, the meowing.
Yeah, the cats are throwing a temper tantrum. They know how pissed off I am.
I'm just gonna keep saying this. Y'all disappointed me.
They disappointed me more, and I'm glad RoboGamer 1HD ended that video with Starscream gameplay. That was meant to be right there. And man, I really hate that these figures did not sell that. I don't think these figures exactly sold that well, but it's just frustrating that these figures were originally supposed to fund the game, and this is the way they went about it. They didn't reach out to the fans saying, hey, we're having issues. Would you be willing to fund our game so we could get the ball going and all that? And yet the only way they wanted to try to fund their game, hey, Belucius. Hey, good to see you. Sorry I'm late. No, you're good. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. I might stay live for just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and put this out there because it's been a while. But no, I did say, it does say in the title, we going to be chilling for a bit or we going to be talking or whatever. But I'm going to put that in the chat. There we go. If you would like to join, you're more than welcome to. But no, I really hate that. They lost a lot of their assets, and I really hope – I'm not going to get my hopes up, but I kind of hope that Reactivate somehow gets picked up by another gaming company because that's a lot of money. They're just throwing a lot more money away alone, and they're not even giving it a chance. And you know what sounded more interesting about the game, Ruben?
What?
Horde mode, aka escalation.
Yes.
That I would have loved horde mode, just being able to survive waves of enemies. And for those who are curious, I did have plans for me and Ruben. Like if this game was originally still going to come out, I had plans that me and him I was gonna buy him the game and we were all gonna stream it. Well, I was gonna be streaming it on my YouTube channel. It was probably gonna be a whole daily thing where we all play the game and all that. But now Splash Damage failed me. UE and UE5 or whatever, I don't freaking know. They all failed me. It's already to a point like, what are we going to do with the figures now? Because a lot of people are wanting to just sell off their fig. I'm not going to sell off this figure. So if you're gonna be like, oh, Starscream, are you going to sell the Bumblebee? Can I have it? No, you can't have my Bumblebee. You can't have Ruben's either. We're keeping them.
But I do need the box.
yeah. Thank you for the box, but someone help him get the box. Anyways, but no, the fact that the one thing that, like I said, that really pissed me off is that the main developers are just not pleased with the game. They kept switching them over and over, and then they were like, I don't like this, get rid of it. I don't like that, get rid of it, and they're just losing their money. And I also thought it was kind of cool that that they mentioned that Alita 1 and RC was going to be part of the game. But if I'm going to go from game footage alone, from what we got to see, the character, and plus that whole thing that he read, not only would we have gotten Alita and RC, but we obviously have Bumblebee. You've been seeing him a lot in the in the gameplay. Soundwave was one of them. Optimus Prime, obviously, but we haven't seen gameplay of him or Soundwave, so I guess there wasn't much development on that one. Starscream, you saw gameplay of. Shockwave was briefly seen. I loved the actor who was playing Shockwave. I don't know his name, but the voice sounded very amazing. And I'm going to look this up because I know that – hold on a minute. Because I know that there is a a character list of what we would. Oh, we would have also gotten a Power Glide as well, and Knockout, because Knockout was going to be one of the ones I really wanted to play. Hold on, I'm looking up some images here. Okay. All right, I know it's this. All right, some of the characters we would have gotten. I'm going to go and screen share this. Excuse me. All right. All right, I'm sorry if my screen is a little small, but like I said, we have Prime and Soundwave, Bumblebee, and Power Glide. We got to see Shockwave. But some of the, and mind you, these are old character models because I'm looking at the Soundwave. He's definitely different from this one. So this is old stuff. But these were characters we were going to still get regardless. But Starscream, Slipstream, Hot Rod, Soundwave, Sunstreaker, Ironhide, and Windblade. So those are some of the characters that were going to be in the game. Megatron, obviously. There were some stuff that Ultra Magnus was going to be in the game. And I think this is another one. Yeah, this is another one. Bumblebee, Optimus Prime, Ratchet, Windblade, Ironhide, Power Glide, Hot Rod, Sunstreaker. Those are the Autobots, the Decepticons. Starscream, Megatron, Soundwave, Shockwave, Knockout, and Slipstream, if I didn't mention her again. Anyways. But yeah. Those were some of the characters we were gonna get. Let me read the. Hold on. I wonder if they were actually going to work on the game or just sitting around putting it off. Then, yeah, I agree with that because at this point, from judging how things went ever since it went to Splash Damage, because last year we were supposed to get something, but obviously we didn't get nothing for the last 2 years. Apparently we were supposed to get something, but we were given nothing. So I want to partially say that the developers were being lazy, but then again, if they were losing leadership of the whole project and they kept getting new leaders to kind of like, like directors and all that, and they kept being ungrateful little crackers saying that, oh, we don't like this, get rid of it. I don't like that, get rid of that. And each one just saying, get rid of this, get rid of that. And no, that right there is just easily how you lose money. Because no, hang on, and real quick, that last statement is actually pretty funny, but I get what you're saying. But yeah, I love the figures, don't get me wrong, but I will say this. If you're interested in any Transformers Reactivate figures, I will say this right now. I'm not going to give high hopes that Optimus Prime, Starscream, and Soundwave are going to be part of the Studio Series line. I doubt we'll get that if they end up coming out with listings. I'll say this. If we get if we get another Reactivate figure in the Studio Series line, then I'm gonna have hope we'll get the other two. But until then, I'm going to say this. If you want the other three or all of them, it's best to either get – if you just want Bumblebee, go for the Studio Series. But if you want the both of the 2-packs, you might as well order them right now because they're going to go up in price and they're going to be rare items. I'm going to look on Amazon right now because last I checked, the Optimus Prime and Soundwave was going for right around $100-something. So give me a minute. I'm going to check this out. Good thing I'm not signed into an account on Amazon on here. So none of y'all will get my information. Oh. All right, let's see here. All right, I'm going to present screen share. Hold on. I got some comments I got to read before anything. I got Bumblebee. I want Soundwave, just Soundwave. Yeah, I don't blame you. Well, the Bumblebee is still at retail price. The Starscream and Bumblebee 2-pack are still at retail price. I'm going to have to type these in. Let me see here. Optimus Prime and Soundwave. Because I know they were once listed on here somewhere. I might have to Google it directly. Yeah, I might have to Google it directly. So hold on a minute. And also, Ruben did correct me in the private chat as the video was playing. The game has been in development for 8 goddamn years. How about that? Thanks a lot for mentioning that, Ruben. I forgot to.
Yeah.
Yeah, 8 damn years. It's been from 2017 all the way to now. I didn't click on. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. I don't know why it wouldn't pop up, but all right, let's see all buying options, shall we? Yeah, here's your only buying option right here. Let me highlight it. Okay, the highlighter ain't great, but $119.77. Oh boy, that right there. I don't know when it went up in price like this, but I'm gonna take a guess. It was immediate after the news dropped. And gosh, look at this Prime figure. This Prime looks amazing. Same for the Soundwave. And for the record, this is not the same. This is not the size on how they are. The Soundwave is upscaled. So if you kind of want an estimate, there you go. There's oops, my bad. There's kind of an estimate right there for you guys. So Soundwave is a bit shorter. And look at Soundwave's vehicle mode. Soundwave is amazing. Same for Prime as well. Even though some people kind of don't like how big and chunky Soundwave is in the back, but I don't really care. And we do have some screenshots right here of Optimus Prime and Soundwave, both in their vehicle and their robot modes right there, as you can see. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Wait, not pretty cool anymore because they canceled the goddamn game. Thanks a lot. Man, all I can say is this. This is going to set off a lot of Transformers fans. Wait, it already did. I mean, a group chat I'm actually part of. Excuse me. A group chat that I'm actually a part of are not happy about this whole news either. And I know. And when I presented the information to Ruben, when he. Hang on. Give me a minute. All right. Anyways, but yeah, a lot of this just makes me speechless. And yeah, like I said, these figures are gonna. If the game never comes out, or if no one ever picks it up, these figures are going to be part of a history that's going to be long forgotten eventually. But the only thing we'll have to remember it by is by some of the clips and gameplay alone that we see on YouTube and the figures, as you see here. So, and me and Ruben are the only ones that currently own Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All right. I've been talking a lot. I need a drink here. Anyways, and just for fun, I'm curious. What do you think of the Bumblebee figure, Ruben? Even though you already reviewed it.
Still good, but the transformation was a pain in the ass.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, but and for those who are joining in, if you haven't watched the video, I highly suggest just going back and rewatching the live stream or clicking the top. Hold on, can I pin this? I need to fix. No, I don't want to put this in. Hang on, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna pin this real quick. And I've got that Bumblebee. I kept head swap. Hang on. I'm gonna highlight this because I don't know if YouTube is gonna keep the comments or keep the live chat. I've got that Bumblebee. I kept head swapping. I mean, the figure does look pretty easy to head swap. I'm not gonna lie. But anyways, but hang on a minute. All right, sorry about that. But and since we're still here, Ruben, which you get any new figures lately or nah?
Not yet. I'm still working on saving up for Silverbolt.
Nice. And thanks to Ruben, recently I managed to get my hands on the Transform. Well, I mean, he shipped it to me, I should say, but I got the Transformers Legacy United 4-pack with Cliff Jumper and Tarn. Thank you very much. Even though it took you a bit. Hold on a minute. Ignore that in the background. That's a little kitty toy. Hold on a minute. I'm going to do this real quick, because I do want to talk a little bit more about this video, but I'm going to say this. Just look at the gameplay of it. Like, sometimes I don't understand why people are just complaining to complain. Well, hold on. Well, actually, let me take back that statement right there. I just really don't understand this whole stupid situation, why they wanted to just, get rid of, just put the whole project and just store it or throw it away or whatever. And I started while it was still in the box. Oh, okay, that's very nice. I still want to get the Cybertron Defense Hotshot figure, though. Hold on a minute. Darn ads. Go away, ads. There we go. No thanks. Get rid of all that. And I want to skip to a certain part here. All right, we're going to... Too bad I can't cut out the talking and we could just hear the gameplay. But nah, look how good the gameplay looks. Like, it looks smooth. Yes, I'm sure this... Well, I mean, obviously the game wasn't fully completed, but just look how great it looks. All right. Let me see here. Give me 1 sec again. I'm going to leave that playing for a minute. All right, sorry about that. I had to get something taken care of. And did I? I was. Hold on. I'm gonna full screen this real quick so I could. All right. All right. There we go. I was excited. I would have loved this game, but I never really believed that it would happen. Honestly, Belucius, I can agree with you. I looking at this gameplay footage, I did not think this is where it was coming to. Like, look at the gameplay. It's beautiful. Look at the combat system when you're taking out Legion enemies. I mean, I'm sure they could have at least given us something of the game at least that we could at least play. And obviously this right here, looking at this versus the other one, both of the builds are obviously different. So but I'm going to skip a little bit here because this is stuff that was seen before. I'm gonna skip this part because that's some gameplay that we've seen before, except this part right here. And come on, go already. I'm curious, Ruben, what do you think of the gameplay from which? Hold on a minute. All right, I'm curious from what you see of the gameplay right here. What do you think of it? With the
It looks pretty good, to be honest with you.
and back in my day, we would have had a
Play with them. I agreed.
yeah, that was the thing right. Oh, hold on. That was the thing right there. We were supposed to get a demo. I think it was last year. Or the year before. We were supposed to get a playable demo. There was a little sign up sheet where you could sign, or a type of a sign up sheet where you could sign up, and if you wanted to play the game, then there you go. You could sign up and keep up to date on everything. And when the demo comes out, you could play it. But that thing ain't no good anymore. But yeah, we on this right here. Looking at the combat, the game obviously isn't finished. But looking at this, it looks pretty finished to me. So they could have at least released the game and given us like a level or something like that to try out the combat system. And as this just stays on there, they could continuously work on the game. And I guess if they wanted to add some characters, you could buy the characters. That could have helped with their funding as well. Like if you want, I know this sounds kind of stupid, but like if you want Ultra Magnus or Starscream or a certain character pack, or heck, well maybe not characters, but maybe skins. You could buy some skins if you wanted to. I mean, heck, we would have gotten. Apparently, there were. You know what? Hold on, I'm gonna try to find that because RoboGamer 1HD did show this. We were gonna get skins. I think a couple days before this came out, or the news came out that the game was canceled, we were supposed to get Shattered
Glass Ratchet.
Yeah, thank you. Hold on a minute. I'm gonna try to find it real quick because it's a YouTube short. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm coughing. I don't know what's going on today. I'm definitely not under the weather for those who are curious, so don't worry. I don't have COVID. It's not like I could get anyone sick beyond the screen here. All right, there's the channel. Give me a minute.
We're back.
All right. While he's doing that, all right, I'm gonna pause this for a minute. I'm gonna play this, but I'm gonna make sure can I mute it? Okay, I can mute it. All right, oh no, wait, did I mute it? Okay. All right, I'm gonna. Oh, oops. Look at me work a laptop. All right, no, that ain't it. There we go. All right, let me make sure it's presenting. Awesome. I can't wait. Can I full screen it? Yes, I can. Look at that. All right, so this is one of the skins we would have gotten. Don't mind the watermarks, but yeah, this is Shattered Glass Ratchet. Wait, hold on. Can I get rid of the subtitles? No, I can't get rid of. Wait, hold on. I don't know what the heck I'm doing now. Okay, there we go. There we go. I got rid of it. Can I rewind it? All right. I'm going to rewind it. There we go. But yeah, this right here is Shattered Glass Ratchet. This is, so RoboGamer 1HD talked about this. We were going to get skins for these characters. So it was safe to say that we would have also gotten live action universe skins of Transformers characters. So yeah, this is our first look at Shattered Glass Ratchet. I love the character model and the colors. Wait, hold on. Does he show off more? Yes, he does show off a little more. Okay, there's some. Yeah, look at that. Splash damage. How could you do this to us? Like, why? Why did you do this to us? And hearing the newest, and hearing the newer, the news that we got right now, just literally, I just hate that the developers and the staff team and whatnot were treated so poorly. Like that right there is just terrible. So I'm going to have to share something real quick. All right. Okay. Let me go and unpresent that. I'm going to switch it back. But hang on. Wait, can I turn up the quality a little bit more? Okay, I'm just going to leave it as it is. It don't matter. But nah. Literally, we should have gotten some, at least, like I said, we should have gotten the demo for this. I'm sure it would have went a long way. But no, this is where we're at right now, unfortunately. So Rodimus Ratchet. Oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. I kind of get where you're going with that. Are you trying to make a reference to the both Rod or Hot Rod, aka Rodimus, and Ratchet having the same head horns or something like that, or the same head crest or whatever you want to call it? Because that's actually kind of funny. Excuse me. Yeah, and I kind of love how they took the character models and they put them and they made the toys very well. But I do think it's funny that the Bumblebee here, these guns that he comes with are not actually the guns that he's supposed to be holding, because technically these guns are actually supposed to. I talked to Ruben about this. The guns are actually supposed to go on his shoulder or his the sides of his head where his shoulders are. That's where they're actually supposed to go in vehicle mode specifically, because when you see them transform, you could see on top of the hood where the guns would be. These are the exact same guns. So I kind of wish they at least see right there, you could see the guns that were
Look like TF Fenkus is live.
Yeah, I saw that. Congrats to him. I'm glad he's doing all right. Prayers to TF Angie. I hear there's a fire going on in Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, in LA, a wildfire.
Yeah, prayers to the people over there. Yo, what's up? How you doing? But hold on a minute. Oh, real quick, did you hear about something terrible that happened when the houses were getting burned down?
What?
You know, Michael's house in GTA 5.
Oh yeah, I heard about that on Twitter.
Yeah, Michael's house got burned down, or the house that was inspired by GTA. Yeah, so yeah, Michael's house got burnt down.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to the house, but at least it's still standing in GTA 5. And hang on, I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead again to me. We don't want to see Bumblebee's gameplay. We want to see. Oh, by the way, I do love the look of the hangar bay here. I could tell that it's still an older build, but I do love the look of the hangar bay because apparently according to RoboGamer 1 HD, this is where you would customize your characters and hang out with your friends and all that before going into battle. Let me see. Where's the Starscream? I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. There we go. Yeah, here's Starscream's gameplay. I know a lot of people are probably going to say, of course, in the chat or either in the comments section if anyone ever watches this, but Starscream would have obviously been my main character that I would main the whole game. But then again, I would have also played as Shockwave and Knockout. But if they would add all the Seekers as well, then yeah, I'm definitely playing the Seekers. Plus, I always like being a flyer more than a ground unit character. LA always looks like hell to me, but now it's real. God bless. Oh my God. It's literally hell on earth, apparently. You ain't wrong, because, as a kid, whenever I would watch movies that would happen in LA, and there's a lot of chaos, gunfire, and all that stuff happening, I thought that was always in movies, but there's a reason why that place can be hell. But for those who live over there, no disrespect, but still, a lot of crazy stuff happens over there. I'm pretty sure more than New York. But then again, I don't live in those cities, so I wouldn't know. It ain't none of my business. But yeah, I love the Starscream gameplay. And the gameplay looks so smooth. The fighting, the hovering, the dashing, the transformations all look smooth. And one way or another, I'm getting that Starscream figure. If I can't get the Prime or the Soundwave, I at least want to make sure I get my hands on the Starscream. Plus, I might get on eBay and just buy the Starscream, since I already have the Bumblebee. But if I get the Bumblebee, if I get just the 2-pack, I'm probably going to leave the Bumblebee in vehicle mode. Oh, and also, for those who are curious, would anyone love to know who would have played Starscream?
Who?
Steve Bloom, aka the same actor who plays Starscream in Transformers Prime and Robots in Disguise 2015, the sequel to Prime.
Yes.
And there are times where you could actually hear a gameplay, or you could actually hear voice lines from him. And yeah, that was awesome. And take this with a grain of salt, but I think the actor who was supposed to play Bumblebee is the exact same actor who plays Bumblebee in Robots in Disguise and also Transformers Prime for the last couple episodes. Let me see. By the way, subscribe to RoboGamer1HD. He's awesome. He'll keep you up to date much as possible. Let me see if I could. I'm gotta figure out which one it is. Hold on a minute. I think it's this one. Hold on a minute. Nope, that ain't it. That's the countdown. Yeah, apparently the game would have had a countdown, kind of like a Fortnite or a Dead by Daylight or something like that. I gotta figure out which one it is.
Had to survive for about 80.
No, that ain't it. Look at me. I don't know which video it is. Ain't that crazy? Bear with me, guys. Just bear with me. Oh, I think it's this. It might. No, that ain't it. And plus, I love the story that they were going with the game also. Okay, I don't know where it's at right now. I'm just gonna have to sift through all of his shorts here. I know it's one of these YouTube shorts because I kind of did a little skit with it with my Bumblebee figure. I don't know which one it is, unfortunately. Oh. But let me see if I could show off the Shockwave gameplay. All right, yeah, this. Don't mind.
Great meme, but you're.
No, I don't care. Not sponsored. Sorry, we don't watch ads. I can't sponsor none of these. All right. Ignore all the watermarking. So just letting you know that ahead of time. But this is some of the Shockwave gameplay. And if you listen very carefully, you can actually hear a Shockwave say enemy eliminated. So you'll have to listen very carefully. I'm going to skip through all the opening stuff here.
Enemy eliminated. That's the last
I'm sure some of you guys probably didn't hear it, but were you able to hear it, Ruben? Hearing Shockwave say enemy eliminated, did you hear it?
Somewhat, but yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to hear. All I can say is check out this video and put on some really good headphones and just make sure you're in a silent room and close your eyes and listen. You'll hear it. But yeah, I would have also, like I said, I would have loved to play Shockwave because Shockwave looks cool, and something tells me you would have also played him a lot, Ruben, since he's a tank. And the only reason why I'm saying he's a tank is because obviously
years ever since I was young.
Oh shoot, I clicked on the wrong video. It's because obviously he has tank treads on his back, so therefore that makes him a tank.
Yeah.
And I'm curious, Ruben, do you think we should have at least gotten the demo of this game? Like, looking at this part alone that you're seeing play off on screen here, do you think this would have really served as a really good demo for the whole game?
Yeah.
I mean, look at it. Yes, the game is not fully finished, but it looks finished enough, and I'm saying enough, that yes, the game has glitches, I'm sure, and it's not fully completed, but like I said, it would have worked. Wait a sec. Okay, sorry about that. But you know what I wish at this point we would have gotten, but I know we're probably not going to get it anyways, Ruben.
What?
Not only do we have Optimus Prime, Soundwave, Bumblebee, and Starscream, but we also should have gotten, well, like I said, some of the characters models we actually seen is Shockwave, obviously, from that gameplay footage, and Ratchet. We should have gotten those two. And heck, they could if Ratchet and Ironhide share the same body type, if they're not both different vehicle modes or different body styles, we should have gotten those two at least. We should have gotten more reactivate figures besides just these four alone.
Yeah.
But and not only that, here's another thing that pissed me off. Looking at this part right here that you're seeing on screen, this game is clearly open world. What we're seeing right now is not a level, it's open world. But apparently they were arguing about the fact what they wanted to go with. Like, did they want to go with open world or just basic levels, kind of like how the War and Fall of Cybertron games were, and also Devastation, or whatever else they said. I don't remember exactly what they said, or Robo mentioned what the other things they originally wanted to go with. But I think open world would have been the best part because a lot of people really wanted a Transformers open world game.
Yep.
And not only that, and also, I'm no game expert, but if you see all this pink stuff right here on the roads and all that, this is just my speculation. I'm getting a feeling that's kind of like some interactive groundwork stuff, because this is not the color they would have went with, because as you see when Bumblebee drives, he actually leaves trails of his tires and all that behind. Like, you can see there's some tire stuff, but when he's driving on like the regular grass areas, yeah, it doesn't leave that. So I think all this pink stuff here is pretty much what they would have used to leave tire marks or whatever they wanted. So, like I said, I'm no game expert. I'm no developer. I'm never going to be on that level. I can't believe I'm saying that right now, but yeah. But like, look at this. Yes, okay, this part is not finished. It's not fully completed, but look how good it looks. You could literally go almost all across the map. Hold on a minute. We got another comment. Oh, hey, Ruben, you mind reading this? Sorry, my eyes are going because my eyes.
The potential here was massive. Somebody in a position to do something about it must realize that. Imagine how it could be. Yep.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. Like they literally just screwed themselves over in the end because I know I keep repeating this part, but like I said, with them getting different game developers and the well, not game developers, but the lead of the game, them replacing, I'm just going to call it a director of the game. I really don't care because it drives me insane. I don't know much about it all. But them constantly getting different directors on and off, and them saying that they don't like this map, the game should be like this, or the game should be like that. And for them just to say, throw away the assets and start over new, like I said, that ain't cheap. Stuff like this that you're seeing on screen, the character models, the Legion designs, the map designs, and what it costs to build these models and build these character alien designs and the ruins of the city, that ain't cheap. That costs money. Not many people know this. It actually costs money. This is not like you could get online and create this yourself. Because with all the amount of detail, this stuff is far more advanced than what you could do on the internet creating your own game. Because I mean, look at stuff like I know this is kind of a crappy comparison, but like games like Fears to Fathom or any other games horror games that you would find on Steam that some nerd, no offense, created while he was in his mama's basement or something like that. That stuff is not on the same level as this. This is stuff that you literally have to pay for. This is advanced stuff. This is something we can't do. That's where I'm going at with this. So for the people or for the all these different directors just to say throw this asset away and throw that away, you're throwing away money at that point. And also not only that, like I said, the employee or the people who design the game or build all this stuff getting mistreated and not treated fairly and them getting fired and losing their jobs, I feel bad for them. And also, there's also something else I want to say, and Ruben, I kind of would like your opinions on this. Yeah, your opinion, but I'm not going to lie. With them going with a post-apocalyptic Mad Max style world thing, kind of. All right, real quick, I'm going to say this right now. Looking at the surroundings that Bumblebee is in right now, this is honestly giving me The Last of Us vibes. I just want to point that out real quick. But I just love the Mad Max style armored up cars. What do you think, Ruben? Like looking at like just Optimus Prime and Bumblebee. And plus you had the Bumblebee. And you obviously saw the Optimus Prime, obviously. What do you think of their vehicle modes, them being like all Mad Max styled and buffed up and all that?
It's pretty cool. I like it.
I'm glad. I'm glad we can agree on that. But yeah, I'm disappointed. I'm mad. I literally want to scream so much right now, but I literally can't. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to feel bad. You know what? Hold on. I'm going to check. I want to see what comments we got. He has here that. Because I'm going to look at. I want to see if there's any. Hang on. I'm going to go for newest stuff here. Sort by newest first. There we go. I want RoboGamer 1AC. I hope you don't mind. And I'm trying to see if there would be a comment here that would catch my eye or catch my eye or something like that. But for those who do want to read some of these comments, you're more than welcome to. But this is just terrible.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't understand splash damage anymore. They literally just threw away they just lost everything. They threw away a opportunity of a lifetime. And I agree with what RoboGamer1HD says here. This game would have been the game for generations to come. But then there is another issue I have. Okay. There is something I can agree with, is that for those who know stuff like Overwatch, Apex Legends, Fortnite, and other games that is on, and you know what, the Avengers game can count as well. A lot of people were concerned about this game because they were worried that this game probably wouldn't have any replay value. And for those who are wondering, it's kind of like a story mode where you could replay it over and over again many times as you want. That was some of the stuff that people were definitely worried about. And oh shoot, hold on. Well, I have to agree with that, because a lot of people are concerned that some games might not last forever. Like, for example, if you I'm going to use it. If Fortnite one day dies off and the servers get shut down, you basically kind of wasted a lot of money and time and effort and probably thousands of dollars into your account, if that makes sense. Only for the, because a lot, I kind of get where Transformers fans were going with this. Honestly, I don't know if there's really news about this yet. I don't know if this game would have had any replay value. I hope this might be information we get later on in the future. And look at that, Bumblebee's in the hangar bay, just chilling. And there's something I want to point out real quick about the hangar bay. He never tours the full hangar bay on a certain spot, but there is a certain part of the hangar bay that always catches my eye. It's this part right here. Oh, it looks like a restaurant area because I see something that says sell the best and something about pizza. Is that like oh, look at that, Ruben. It looks like all these Transformers characters would have had their own little strip mall or something like that.
Yep.
Because if you look right here in the middle, like, okay, I know this ain't the spot, but like if you look in the middle, you could see holograms fighting each other. It kind of looks pretty cool. You'll have to bear with the camera angle here. Come on, show it. No, that ain't it. Yeah, like you could kind of see there's some action going on there. That kind of looks interesting. That part of the hangar bay always catches my eye. And obviously you could go through a space bridge and continue with your next mission. I love how this whole system works. I'm gonna let this play real quick. Oh, by the way, apparently Splash Damage really wanted input a lot of drifting elements, like Tokyo Drift type of stuff. Look at that. That's actually cool. That's a cool entrance right there for Bumblebee.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna go in. But is there any thoughts or whatever you would like to share about this whole situation and stuff that you would like to say? Because don't forget, this is not a family-friendly channel, so you don't have to worry about being family-friendly, my guy.
I'm just fucking disappointed.
We are all disappointed beyond words, aren't we?
Yep.
Well, all I have to say is that they literally screwed up, because I can, just listening to the video alone, all I can say is this: they literally screwed them. All the directors they've been getting literally screwed them over and telling them to throw away assets for no stupid reason. That they literally just, it almost feels like I don't know if these directors or whatever were Transformers fans or if they were haters of Transformers, but this almost feels like they were trying to sabotage the game just to get it not to be successful. Because they literally wasted all this time and money for nothing. And plus their staff members were getting mistreated. I really hope we get more information Excuse me. But if more gameplay comes out and more like I said, if anything new comes out, I will gladly discuss it, and I will make sure if Ruben is available, I will make sure I have him join me to discuss it as well. But I really do hope we get more gameplay footage. I mean, heck, if anyone, I just hope that if anyone out there actually has the codes or the whatever it is for to be able to download the game as it is, I really hope we can all have a chance to at least play some of the game, because if so, I'm definitely going to be doing it, because I at least want to have the joy of playing at least some of the game, even if the game crashes or if it glitches out so bad or if it makes my console crash or whatever. I don't care. I really just want to have I just want to have some experience on playing the game. But then again, this is all locked behind splash damage. I don't know who has the codes or whatever. It wouldn't impress me if it's Hasbro. It wouldn't impress me if it's Ubisoft. Again, heck, it wouldn't impress me if splash damage just deleted everything entirely or just vaulted it. Wouldn't impress me. But I don't know what to say. Like I said, I'm just outright frustrated about the whole situation. Here, just listening to the video just made me more mad than how I was before when I found out that the game was canceled. And all I can say is this: Splash Damage, since you released a statement talking about that the game was canceled and you said that you all apologized, well, I hate to fucking say this, your apology is not fucking accepted. We do not forgive you. We do not forgive you one goddamn bit. You do not deserve forgiveness. You literally screwed us over. So just know that you're not getting forgiveness. I know some people say that everyone deserves forgiveness, but not you fucks. So with that out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and end this off. Thank you so much, Ruben, for joining me. Would you like to share where they can find you and your social medias and whatever?
My main channel, my gaming channel, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Pretty much that's it.
Ooh, nice. All right, that's good to hear. Good to hear. And you can find me on Instagram. I do have a Discord, but I'm not currently using it anymore. The only times I use it is for certain reasons. So I will not be plugging my Discord, but I do have a Twitter page, aka X. So if anyone is interested in that, I'm going to try to put it in a link in my bio when I get a chance, because I'm still trying to figure out how to link stuff in my YouTube bio, because I've been having a lot of difficulties with that lately. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this. If any of y'all got this far, like I said, just go to RoboGamer1HD's channel, show him some love and support, click on that video. Experience this video for yourself, but if you want to see us react to it or somewhat react to it, just rewind the live stream later on, whenever. So, but thank you so much for joining. I'm out. There ain't gonna be no outro tonight. Oh, hold on a minute. Nope, I almost accidentally clicked the wrong button. Oh, there it is. It's just gonna be dead silent from right now.